Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the Missha Pig Dream Minimore palettes. I picked these up because they looked so cute and I love multi-purpose products. So these ones have two shadows in the top, one shimmer and one matte, and then on the bottom they have a little blush. So it all comes in this cute little pink compact with a little pig embossed in gold on the front, and oh, I just thought that they were so cute. But I'm going to be honest, I'm so disappointed with the colours. So the product description says, mini size multi-palette composed of eyeshadows and blusher. The soft pressed formula gives perfect colour payoff that lasts all day long. The packaging of these products is obviously absolutely adorable. It's the most beautiful baby pink colour and it has the little pig embossed on the top. They are very functional, it is easy to get into the product, and there are the two eyeshadows on top where there is a mirror, and then on the bottom there is one blush with no mirror, so you do have to flip around to get to the mirror if you're applying the blush, but I really don't think that that's a huge issue. There are two shades in the collection. Number one is a brown dream colour and number two is brown rosy dream. So the first palette is Rosy Dream and I'm going to be applying the matte shade all over my lid. For this I'm just using a fluffy blending brush so I can make it look a little bit nicer. This one, because it is the matte colour, generally just goes in my crease, and I would put the shimmery shade right in the centre. So I wouldn't be super careful with putting it in the centre of my lid normally, but I did want to show you guys what it looked like. So this is the brown matte colour. It is much more apparent on my eye if I use all of it, but if I just use it in the crease it can be almost invisible sometimes. And then I'm going to be applying the shimmery shade with a flat brush. I think the shimmery shades in these palettes are so beautiful. Wish that they had more colours, but can't have everything. So this is the shimmery shade here. It's really pretty, really pigmented, and a really nice formula. I absolutely love the shimmers. So underneath there is a blush colour. This one is kind of like a neutrally peach sort of colour. I don't mind it, it's just not something that I go for normally. So I'm just going to show you on this cheek because I'm going to do the other colours on the other side just for fun. So that is what that colour looks like there. It's very subtle, so that is my cheek without, and then my cheek with. It's just like a little nude peach kind of colour, which is quite cute. So in this shadow look I again used the matte in the crease and the shimmer on the top of my eyelid. I think that the colours look really pretty, but I feel like the matte is just so sheer. I found it really hard to get a good even layer of it, but it does look really nice. I'm also wearing the matching blush with this one today. I don't particularly love it, but I do think it does look good with the eyeshadow. So now on this side I'm going to show you Rosy Brown, or Rosy Dream I think is what it's called. Brown Rosy Dream, and I'm going to show you that matte colour here. This one I find is quite hard to see, but it makes a really nice crease or transition colour, especially if I'm going for like a very soft and gentle everyday look. Since these palettes are sort of more of a travelling thing, in my opinion, for me, that kind of works well because I don't usually want to have a hugely bright eye makeup look if I'm travelling. So that is the matte colour in Brown Rosy Dream. It's very hard to see, but I kind of like that. And now I'm going to be applying that shimmery colour. So that is the shimmery colour there. It's a little bit more of a coppery kind of colour than I would say I expected, but I do think that it is really pretty. And it's very nice and pigmented just like the other one. So now I'm going to show you the blush. This one I'm very frightened of. It's kind of like a dark mauvey purple kind of colour. Not normally my thing, and if you put it up next to the eye, it doesn't look like it really goes together either. So that is the blush colour there. Again, I can make it look quite subtle, but it is much more apparent than the peachy kind of colour. I actually don't mind it. It just doesn't really match with the eye makeup, so this looks very pink to me and this looks very orangey kind of copper, which is a little bit bizarre considering they're in the same little compact. They don't look such a dissimilar colour on the online swatches or on the online palette colour, so yeah, that's a bit strange. But yeah, there's the difference between the colours of the blushes. That is the peachy nude, and that is the brown rosy pinky colour, and the two shimmers, just because they're already on my eyes. So here is the shadow using the matte colour in the crease and the shimmer on the eyelid. I can barely see the matte even in real life, but the shimmer is really pretty. I just feel like it doesn't blend as well because the matte isn't really showing up as much as I think it should. I am very torn on whether I should be keeping these or not. I feel like for the rosy browns, I don't mind the shadows on the top. I wish that this shimmer was more of a rosy shimmer rather than coppery colour, because I don't feel like it works very well with this purpley pink blush on the bottom. Is it tolerable? Yes. But is it the colours of my dreams? No. And then the brown palette, I feel like these colours are not really my colours anyway, but then I feel like the peach, the blush on the bottom of this one, probably works better. I mean, like, what I could do is probably wedge a knife in here, pop the blush pans out and stick them in the other ones. But is that a good idea, or is that a really dumb idea? Because the colours is very subjective, just because I don't like the colours doesn't mean somebody else won't like the colours. Let's get back onto the actual palette itself. The shadow shades are really beautiful. I feel like the mattes are a little bit wishy-washy. I find that the brown matte I can get a nice full lid colour, but if I just use it as a crease colour, sometimes it disappears into nothingness a little bit. And the brown rosy matte, that one is very, very, very light. However, both of the shimmers have a really beautiful formula. They're easy to use and the colour payoff is fantastic. The two blush shades are very pigmented and easy to use. I feel like sometimes with the pink blush or the pink rosy blush, I do go a little bit overboard because it is a very deep colour, but it's not too bad. I'm usually okay with it and I can usually make it work for my skin. Whereas the peachy colour, it's a little bit more on the brown side, but it is still fine for my skin. It doesn't look too brown so that it looks like a bronzer, which is a good thing because I don't want my cheeks to look like I've put bronzer with the blush is supposed to go. So overall, I would highly recommend these if you do like the colours, because I feel like the packaging is gorgeous. It's very functional. If you travel a lot, this is going to be really good because the mirror, though it looks small, actually is pretty decent if you're only doing like little things, like if you're just doing an eye, if you're just doing the lips. It's not a full complexion mirror, but it is a really, really good size. And I just think that these could be so handy and really useful and adorable if the colours just worked better for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!